This is ABC7 News at 5. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us tonight.
Our top story this evening, an active investigation into the rape of a high school student in Sarasota County.
A Riverview High School student is recovering after she was allegedly sexually assaulted last Friday night. The victim says she parked on Parma Street, which is across the street from campus, because the school parking lot was full. The school was hosting a football game that night. She told investigators a man forced his way into her vehicle and raped her. Sarasota County Sheriff's Office says at this time the incident appears to be random and they have not received any other reports of similar incidents. No one has been arrested yet. 5 days after the attack, the Sarasota County School District is now alerting parents through a robocall of what happened. In the message, parents are reminded to always report suspicious activity, and when students attend an after-hours event, they should park on campus in a well-lit area. Walking to and from a car with one or other people is always best.
Well, victims of sexual assault across the country are sharing their personal stories as part of a growing social media movement. It's called the Me Too movement, and it's being spread on Facebook and Twitter with the hashtag #MeToo. Some say it's shedding much needed light on a dark subject as more women go public with their personal accounts of assault. And for Suncoast motivational speaker Linda Larson, it's about victims speaking out, letting other victims know that they're not alone and that the culture must change.
When this happens to someone, there's a lot of emotions that surround that. Fear and anger and guilt and shame, and I think those emotions have to go somewhere. And unless we can talk about it and make sense of it all, they just get repressed.
Larson says it was the sexual harassment and assaults in Hollywood that may have inspired the Me Too movement.
Yes.
Tonight, the Bradenton Police Department is releasing more details about the woman accused of killing her elderly neighbor. 55-year-old Misty Whiteley is charged with second-degree murder. She's accused of killing 82-year-old Zelma Huddleston. Police say they found Huddleston inside her home on 3rd Avenue West yesterday, covered in blood and a knife about 10 feet away from her body. Police say they were notified about the death by Huddleston's daughter. The paramedic who first arrived at the house told police that the victim's hair and face were saturated with blood. The paramedic also says he heard Huddleston's neighbor, Misty Whiteley, saying that she had an altercation with the victim. When officers arrived, they say they also noticed that Whiteley had blood on her hands and on her pants. The medical examiner has determined the victim died as a result of homicidal violence.
It took 4 police officers, a canine, and a taser to take down an accused intruder in Northport. The officers were called to a home on Barn-Cusey Avenue Sunday night for a possible burglary. They say Matthew Pullen ignored their commands and kicked, punched, and even bit the officers. The officers then tried to tase Pullen multiple times while trying to arrest him. And when that didn't work, they released their canine Dutch, and the dog was able to catch him. The 4 officers were later taken to the hospital, but they are okay, and Dutch is doing fine. Poland now faces charges including battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting arrest, and offense against a police dog.
The long-awaited Fort Hamer Bridge is opening to traffic in Parrish.
With 2 booming areas on both sides, Parrish and Lakewood Ranch, the bridge provides an alternative north-south route to I-75. And that new span stretching across the Manatee River, connecting Upper Manatee River Road and Fort Hamer Road. That's where ABC7's Jess Dowdrick joins us with more.
As you can see, traffic is moving smoothly across the new Fort Hamer Bridge. Bikers, walkers, drivers all already taking advantage of the new route. While today was a day of celebration, it was also very emotional as one of the key players in making this bridge a reality was tragically killed just days before this ribbon cutting.
Last Friday I talked to her and she was really looking forward to this event.
Trudy Gurina oversaw the bridge project from the beginning. But Gurina didn't live to see the final celebration. She and her husband were tragically killed in a motorcycle accident on Saturday.
She did watch. She's looking down on us, and I knew it'd be a beautiful sunny day because it's like her smile.
Gurina's best friend for the last 25 years and also her boss, Valerie's CU dad, Rial, helped cut the ribbon in Gurina's honor.
She was the best person that I know. It's important that everybody know that.
A picture of Gurina now hangs on the Fort Hamer Bridge, a bridge that was originally proposed 108 years ago, but didn't become a part of Manatee County's comprehensive plan until 1989. After 2 years of construction and some delays,
We made the timelines and we made it under budget.
Fort Hamer Bridge is open for drivers.
The north part of Manatee County is growing exponentially. So this is the perfect location to connect Lakewood Ranch and North County.
Many residents are excited to see this bridge open as it provides an alternative route to I-75 and 301. However, there are some residents are concerned about losing their quiet neighborhood. We'll hear from them coming up at 6. Reporting in Parrish, Jess Dowdrick, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Jess. Another big change that drivers will need to be aware of is the closure in downtown Sarasota starting this Saturday. State Street between Lemon Avenue and Pineapple Avenue will be closed to traffic permanently. It will close early that morning for the farmers market and then will not reopen. The area has been renamed The Mark. The city plans to transform it into a pedestrian mall. Development plans there include 157 condominiums and townhomes, retail, restaurant, and commercial space. The Mark should be completed by the fall of 2019.
Well, time now to check on our first alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Good to get out there and do some walking. Walking today, not a problem. There are a few brief showers have been around, but all in all, a really nice day today. Temperature 84 degrees. The dew point temperature at 68 and winds are out of the east-northeast at 14. It's been a bit breezy out there. The barometer way up at 30.02 inches. That continues to rise at this hour. And as far as that rain goes, we haven't had a lot. We have a few brief showers now and again, moving pretty quickly off to the west, southwest on that northeast wind. And you can see a little bit of a heavier activity over the Bahamas and into central Florida, but still, even that is not all that strong. And you'll see and notice once in a while a little return showing up on the radar imagery, pushing off pretty quickly to the southwest right now. Highs today, we're into the mid 80s to upper 80s to even near 90 degrees, and now temperatures have cooled down somewhat. You can see that 86 in Venice, 86 in Inglewood, Northport now at 85, Cortez at 84, the Gulf water temperature 82, same as the ambient air temperature in Arcadia at 82 degrees. While the evening planner looks to be pretty nice, temperatures into the mid 70s by 11 o'clock tonight. We'll see the clouds clear out too, and you might get a glimpse of the International Space Station. We'll talk more about that coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Bob. As Florida works to get back to normal following Hurricane Irma, a local congressman is now speaking out about where the state stands in that recovery process. Last week, Suncoast Congressman Vern Buchanan spoke with Governor Rick Scott in Washington in support of a disaster relief package. The House has now passed a $36.5 billion bill, which includes a portion of that money going toward the state of Florida to help people still struggling. But Buchanan says Floridians are doing an impressive job moving forward.
Some areas got hit harder, the Keys, Naples got hit a little bit harder. There's still issues in Miami and Dade County, but in general, we're in pretty good shape, and everybody's pretty much back to business. In our area here, it was mainly with a lot of power outages for residents as well as businesses. Most of that, all that's back online. That's exciting.
That disaster aid package goes to help Texas, Florida, and U.S. territories, including Puerto Rico, to recover from devastating damage caused by Hurricanes Harvey, Irma, and Maria.
And if you're still struggling to recover from Hurricane Irma, more help is available here on the Suncoast. A new disaster recovery center is now open in Arcadia. If your home or business was damaged in the storm, you can go to the center and talk directly to specialists with FEMA, the Small Business Administration, and state officials. They can help you fill out an application for assistance. That center is inside the DeSoto County Library, and it's open from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. until this Sunday. Still to come in your Suncoast News, new insight into what happened the night of the Las Vegas shooting.
I went to go lift my pant leg up and I saw the blood. That's when I called it in on my radio that shots have been fired.
The security guard hailed with being the first to confront the shooter speaks out in an emotional interview.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert weather forecast. Plus, a new study sheds new light on youth football, the results in Health Smart.
A promise was made, a promise that hit the beaches of Normandy, a vow that captured Iwo Jima, a contract that weathered Tet, a pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq, an IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar, A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
Did you know that Sarasota County was the first in Florida to be recognized as an age-friendly community? Whether you're 22 or 82, we strive to be the best place to live, work, and play. A community rich with opportunities and things to do for people of all ages. On Saturday, October 28th, we're advancing this movement with a free community event featuring live entertainment and hands-on experiences. You won't want to miss our entire community coming together for an age-friendly festival presented by the Patterson Foundation.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru is the best overall brand for 2 years running and the most trusted brand for 3 years running, according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Right now, you can lease one of Subaru's most versatile vehicles, the Subaru Crosstrek, for as little as $199 a month, or get 2.9% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
I heard about the DeTolli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the DeTolli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7.
If you have to have air conditioning or you have to have power to live versus somebody that just needs that for convenience or comfort, then you should be prioritized.
Hurricane Irma left millions without power, but no power for a Florida nursing home left 14 dead. What is the state doing to prevent this from happening again? I'm Alan Crone. We'll meet you at the trapezoid.
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
2 Mandalay Bay employees who witnessed firsthand the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history from right outside of the shooter's suite are speaking today on the Ellen DeGeneres Show.
Jesus Campos, Las Vegas killer Stephen Paddock's first victim, is talking about how things unfolded that night up on the 32nd floor. ABC's Scott Goldberg has his story.
First of all, how are you both doing?
I'm doing better each day. Slowly but surely, just healing physically and mentally.
The 2 hotel employees who first encountered mass killer Stephen Paddock on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Resort are talking about the ordeal for the first time on today's Ellen DeGeneres Show. Jesus Campos, a hotel security guard, describing that deadly night, explaining he'd gone up to the floor to investigate a door alarm but found an interior stairwell door drilled shut. Campos called engineering to report the situation, then used an elevator to access the floor and headed to that blocked staircase. As he checked the situation, a secondary door slammed shut.
And it's so heavy, it'll slam. I'm walking down this way, and I believe that's what caught the shooter's attention.
Campos heard rapid fire, took cover, and then
I felt a burning sensation. I went to go lift my pant leg up and I saw the blood. That's when I called it in on my radio that shots have been fired.
Moments later, engineer Stephen Schuck arrived in the hallway, unaware he was walking into a trap. At first, he thought he heard gunfire but wasn't sure, and as he made his way down the hallway,
that's when Jesus, he leaned out and he said, take cover, and yelled at me, and within milliseconds, if he didn't say that, I would have got hit.
Call the police. Someone's firing a gun up here. Someone's firing a rifle on the 32nd floor down the hallway.
That night, Paddock killed 58 people and wounded hundreds more. The horror of that night, something these 2 men continue to grapple with.
As each day passes, though, we're working to get over this.
Scott Goldberg, ABC News, New York.
In other news, a large sinkhole is causing some problems for drivers in Ocala. Check out the video of the depression. It's about 25 feet long, 15 feet deep. It opened up yesterday, started in a yard, but then expanded to take out some of the street. As you might imagine, the people living in the home nearby had to be evacuated, and traffic is not being allowed through that intersection anymore. Meanwhile, crews are still repairing another sinkhole that opened up in Ocala back in June. That one almost swallowed a car coming out of a drive-through.
Wow.
Well, Bob, I know you want to join me in wishing a happy birthday.
Oh,
yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah, Jacqueline today.
Thank
Hope
you
you're
very
having
much.
a great day so far.
Yeah, looking forward to a great next year here on the Suncoast.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good, too. A great birthday, and we got the pink on there for the October. The walk is 10 days away. Yeah, it's coming up pretty quick. It's making strides. It's at Benderson Park this year, so get your teams ready, get ready to go, and also visit the Real Men Wear Pink and make your donation for whomever you wish to do it for. And the Van Wezel webcam showing the nice conditions out there, out over the waters today. A little bit of a breeze out of the east, but it keeps things calm in the bay for the most part. Offshore, it's a little bit more intense as a result of that strong easterly wind. Small craft advisories have been flying all day long and will continue to do so through this evening. Spot the International Space Station tonight. Different location to look. Normally we look off to the west or northwest. Tonight, look to the north, and it will come down toward the southeast. The duration is only for 3 minutes. As I mentioned, it appears north, and then the maximum height right around 56 degrees above the horizon. It will disappear at 11 degrees. Just at the southeastern portion of the horizon there. So keep that in mind. That's 7:16 tonight, and the Titan radar picture showing some activity now along the east coast mainly. That's where the rain is, and down south near Cuba and into the Florida Straits. We've had a few brief showers around here, but not much. You can see that moving off toward the southwest now as that northeasterly wind continues to be rather strong and brisk at times. A live sweep of the radar not showing much rainfall around. 1 or 2 lone showers and sprinkles, if you will continue on again and off again across some isolated areas. Temperatures into the mid-70s by 11 o'clock. Pleasant evening tonight. It looks as though we will see temperatures staying above average, or average low, into the mid to upper 60s for the most part. We'll see lows tonight into the low 70s. 84 now. The dew point is at 68. Winds are out of the east-northeast at 14, and the pressure 30.02 inches. The forecast is calling for high temperature tomorrow, above average into the mid-80s to even upper 80s, well east of I-75. And we'll have just a few clouds around. The rain chance is only at 20% for a passing shower late in the afternoon, and that'll be specifically inland areas. Now, here's a look at the RPM forecast model showing the future cast of the clouds and showers pushing off to the west, and then it clears out tonight. Tomorrow, the start of the day looks good for all the folks dropping off for school. Should not be a problem. Tomorrow afternoon, just 1 or 2 lone showers in the forecast. That rain chance very light. And then on Friday, just a 20 to 30% chance for a passing shower inland, less of a chance near the coastline. And then as we approach the weekend, a cold front will approach Florida, and that cold front will be a rather strong one too, especially on Sunday night and mainly through Monday and Tuesday morning. Right now, that frontal boundary that moved on through is all but gone, and nothing going on in the Caribbean or the Gulf of Mexico at this time. Things check clear there. Well, over the U.S., it looks pretty quiet right now, but there is a storm gathering over the northern Rockies right now, which will eventually sweep that stronger cold front our way. But for the time being, high pressure is dominating the weather now, and that will continue to work its way in our direction. So we'll keep skies generally fair right through the weekend for the most part. 83 now in Dallas. It's a bit cooler in Minneapolis. The cooler air and colder air still awaiting over the northern Rockies right now, but it will be in play come Wednesday of next week. For boaters tomorrow, a small craft advisory remains in effect through this evening and tomorrow morning up until about 10. Seas running 2 to 3 feet. There'll be a moderate chop in the bays and inland waters. The water temperature now at 82 degrees. And the UV index will be high tomorrow at a 9. Tides upcoming for Sarasota Bay. Low tide at 7:03 and a high tide at 12:19. Another low tide just after 7:30 tomorrow morning. So partly cloudy, isolated showers. It will stay breezy tonight. 71 for a low. And then tomorrow, look for another nice day. Warm and breezy. Northeast winds 10 to 15. 88 for a high. And the extended forecast calling for the rain really to come after the weekend's over. Showers starting to gather late Sunday afternoon and continuing on to Monday and early Tuesday morning. And then the high on Wednesday, there it is, 78 for a high. That looks quite nice to me. Back to you.
Me too. Thank you so much, Bob. Now in first alert traffic, traffic is backed up on I-75 in the southbound lanes right near Fruitville Road in Sarasota. Jacqueline?
Thank you, Scott. In health news tonight, a new study has found that children who play football may take more high-magnitude hits to the head than originally thought. Researchers at Virginia Tech looked at 45 football players ages 9 through 12. They used sensors on players' helmets during practices and games. Now, that study found that high-magnitude head impacts were most likely to happen to those playing the positions of quarterback, running back, and linebacker. The study also found that a higher rate of high-magnitude head impacts happen more often during actual games than in practice. Well, high blood pressure is a silent killer and one that could very well be threatening someone you love or maybe even yourself. But are Americans getting the message? ABC's Serena Marshall takes a look.
The blood pressure check, part of the routine when going to the doctor's office or pharmacy. And yet, despite strong public health warnings of deadly effects of high blood pressure like heart attacks or stroke, half of Americans with the condition do not have it under control, according to a new report. High blood pressure is very common. Nearly 1 in 3 Americans have it, and it affects nearly 2/3 of Americans 60 and older. In the new study, CDC researchers looked at data from a large national survey, finding that among adults with high blood pressure, only about half have it controlled. Since 2000, there's been a slow improvement, despite years of strong messages from doctors. Worst of all, you might not even know you have uncontrolled high blood pressure. The solution: see your doctor, know your blood pressure, and if needed, take the medications and adopt the lifestyle measures that will help you better control it before it's too late. With this Medical Minute, I'm Serena Marshall, ABC News.
Driving drowsy is a big problem, but one that can be avoided. Some of the most common tactics that people rely on to stay awake behind the wheel include talking on the phone, blasting the radio, eating something, or rolling down the windows. But if you're sleepy, none of these techniques will make you more alert. Now, here are some better solutions. They include drinking a cup of coffee, taking a 20-minute nap, or doing a 20-minute workout before you hit the road. Coming up, a heroic rescue captured on body cam, why an extra tool in a deputy's car may have saved one little boy's life. Plus, a brawl in the bushland, a fight between 2 kangaroos, all caught on camera.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
You love your couch and want to protect it from spills, food, and scratching, shedding pets. Introducing Couch Coat, the reversible, washable quilted cover that protects your couch. Shield against spills. Wow! Stop stains. stains, and dirty pet paws and sharp claws. Plus, it's reversible with 2 stylish colors. Guaranteed to fit any couch up to 92 inches or your money back. It even has covers to protect armrests. Machine washable too.
My grandkids destroy everything, but with Couch Coat, my couch is always protected, looking as good as it did the day I bought it.
Get your couch coat for just $19.99. And it's reversible in brown and cream, like 2 couch coats for the price of 1. Order right now and you can double your offer. Get a second couch coat. Just pay a separate fee. Order right now.
Call 1-800-943-0710 to get your couch coat. Call now or go to couchcoat.com. So call 1-800-943-0710. That's 1-800-943-0710. Call now.
Don't allow your weight to threaten your health or control your future. Excess weight or obesity can cause emotional and physical health risks. But you can take control. The Your Weight Matters campaign offers free resources and tips to help you measure and understand your weight. Take the Your Weight Matters Challenge. The free toolkit prepares you to speak with a healthcare provider about your weight. Your weight does matter. Take the challenge and take control today.
The ABC7 First Alert Hurricane Guide. Download yours today.
Newly released body camera footage shows a Kentucky deputy's heroic actions as he rushed to save a boy's life. Take a look here. Deputy Ryan Strange had only seconds to act, grabbing a jack from the back of his SUV and rushing to a car. His body camera was recording at the moment when the deputy saw a 15-year-old boy lodged underneath it. The boy had been riding a skateboard when the car hit him. Deputies say the boy had no pulse at that point.
After watching the video, you see that the fire department is getting there just as he gets it jacked up, and everybody in this effort kind of pushes the car up a little bit and pulls him out and gets him out.
The boy was rushed to the hospital. Deputies are not required to carry jacks, but Deputy Strange does to help drivers who may need a tire changed.
Well, here's something you don't see every day. A police helicopter in Victoria, Australia captures a fight between 2 kangaroos. Now, the infrared camera shows what possibly are 2 males punching and kicking each other. Police say the fight lasted about a minute, while a 3rd kangaroo watched from the ringside. Fighting is common amongst male kangaroos as a show of dominance. Well, a twisting and turning corn maze is testing the limits of some adventurers in West Salem, Wisconsin. In honor of Hidden Trails Farm's 20th annual corn maze, this year the owners are kicking things up a notch and making their maze more elaborate than ever before. For years, the maze has been cut by hand, but this year, thanks to GPS, farmers are about to get even more creative. The owners say they will give everyone who takes the challenge a map, and that might come in handy to get out of that corn maze.
That's a big one. And they have one here, I believe, every year at Hunsader Farms. I think they always try to have a little maze as well.
Yeah, on my to-do list because, of course, I love fall so much, and that's a great place to go.
And with cooler temperatures coming, it'll start to feel like it, too.
Of course, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, it's all eyes on the University of Florida as the nation braces for a white nationalist speech.
What precautions are already taking place for the big event?
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Are you currently on Medicare? In other words, do you carry the red, white, and blue Medicare card? If so, are you suffering from chronic back pain? If you answered yes, you may be eligible for a pain-relieving back brace covered by Medicare at little to no cost, shipped directly to your home for free. These medical-grade back braces are ideal for lower back pain, arthritis, spinal disorders, and other chronic back problems. Will you qualify for a medical-grade back brace?
Call Back Brace America at 1-800-683-9262.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Medicare's annual election period has begun. If you already have Medicare, new benefits may now be available with no copays, no deductibles, or $0 premiums. Call now to speak to a licensed insurance agent who can help guide you step by step through a free analysis of the benefits available to you. And you may be eligible for plans that even include additional coverage for dental, vision, and prescription drugs. MedicareAdvantage.com searches thousands of insurance plans from leading insurance companies. We'll help you find plans that may cost you less, cover more benefits, and give you more choices, like home delivery of your prescriptions, gym memberships, and even over-the-counter allowances for everyday needs, like antacid, allergy medicine, vitamins, and even toothpaste. Don't miss the deadline to enroll. It's time to get more out of Medicare.
Call 800-314-8605. That's 800-314-8605. 800-314-8605. Call now.
Did you know that Sarasota County was the first in Florida to be recognized as an age-friendly community? Whether you're 22 or 82, we strive to be the best place to live, work, and play. A community rich with opportunities and things to do for people of all ages. On Saturday, October 28th, we're advancing this movement with a free community event featuring live entertainment and hands-on experiences. You won't want to miss our entire community coming together for an age-friendly festival presented by the Patterson Foundation.